Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Green Pastures Farms. Today we're going to be trying to put more barley in the ground. Ground's been a little wet, however the past few days it's been getting dry, like you can see right here. If I can angle it just right. You see right there it's pretty dry, and this is a kind of a shady spot anyway, but I mean right next to it's a puddle, so it could be worse. So I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna run it in the field. I've got maybe a quarter of a bin left in there. So we're gonna see what happens. So we're back in the saddle again. I've done about 20 some acres at the moment. This video is going to be combined with several other days. It's been kind of off and on with me, and I haven't really been able to get out here and do much and get it on video, so I apologize for the lack of content here lately. It's been raining non-stop. You'd think North Carolina was in the Cascades. So we're getting barley down. I've got up against the road done. I've got over there, that dead spot, you can't see it over there. I've got a good 75% of this section here in front of the house done. I'm going to move over to the church and we'll finish up. Now you see the green here. I was spraying for ryegrass, and I sprayed this about the same day I sprayed that, and that's pretty dead. So I don't know what the problem was. Excuse me. Don't have auto steer, unfortunately. The unfortunate things of life. But anyway. Anyway, I sprayed for ryegrass right here. I do not know what happened, to be honest with you. It died pretty well over here. And as you can see, it went a row right here and it died pretty well. I don't know what happened. Same kind of situations going on over there at the church. I'm hoping that I can just respray it and it'll be done. And I'm planning on doing some respray as soon as I get everything in, which should be this week should be the end of it. And it is January 23rd, 2020. I don't believe I may have uploaded some videos since the new year, but if I haven't, Happy New Year to everybody, and can't wait for what this year holds for us. see, we've got in, I did this yesterday or the day before yesterday. These rows right here. I'm just going to go through the green anyway and plant. It's not going to hurt anything. The only reason I'm killing it is so that the barley doesn't have anything to fight against when it comes up. So there's nothing sucking moisture away, or sucking moisture or nutrients away from the barley. That's the same concept that it comes with spraying soybeans. You'll probably hear that lecture again several months from now. Anyway, you can see down here. This is where we had some very poor stands right here on beans. So I've stopped. I didn't cut this. I'm just planting right through it. It doesn't matter. It's all dead. As long as the ryegrass underneath it's dead, that's all that really matters. I may bush hog it too. I was thinking about it, but I may just leave it. Just plant right through it. Same thing over there. I know this I'm gonna leave anyway. I don't know. I may bush hog over there. Anyway, it's very muddy down here. See my tracks. I had talked to the guy I do seed with, and I had mentioned to him about my low yielding spots, and I was wondering if it would really. At the time, I was worried about snow and it getting too cold out here to plant anything, and would it be worth my money to just plant it down there in my low yielding spots. And he says that if the barley dies, it's something related with my nutrients in the ground. If it doesn't die, or if it's not gone, it's deer. As well as that, if I plant barley down there in the low yielding spots, it might help get rid of a root system problem. Beans have been very low yielding down there ever since I started farming this, and so it could have something to do with like some kind of root rot affecting my beans. Hopefully this barley will positively affect that. So yeah, I was in 28-degree weather on an open top tractor. It's not fun. Alright guys, so we are on to the last few acres of barley. We're over here at the church now. Got my co-pilot here with me. So far I've got in about a little under 30 acres. Good portion of it, the stuff I'm putting in right now, and the stuff I had put in here, the first few parts of this video. I was gonna clump this into multiple days, but the first video I posted of planting barley, the barley in that video met the planting deadline. So the thing with winter crops is you can't plant them until a certain point in time. There's about a month window, or under a month window, to get it in the ground. However, due to rain and such, I have not been able to get my stuff in the ground, especially with combating getting soybeans off the ground and getting everything prepped for this. So what I'm planting right now will be will basically become grass and will be cut for hay. About 20 to 15 acres of it has been planted was planted within that deadline. So it will produce grain, or most likely will produce grain. The stuff I'm doing right now, there's a possibility it could produce grain. There is a possibility. It's a small chance, but there's a possibility. The reason being is if we get a kind of a warm spell, if we get like a good couple days or two a week of like 60 to 70 degree weather here soon, which it's kind of been on and off with this hot weather. We are in early January, kind of unseasonably, but what can we do with climate change? Don't at me, alright? Anyway, but with the situation, there's only so much I could get done before I got rained out or this, that, or the other. So, wasn't really my fault, wasn't really anybody's fault. It was more or less the weather was holding me back. So, a good portion of it, about one third to a quarter of this will be grain, and the rest of it will be hay. And you know what? I'm not upset over it. Personally, the grain part is that's kind of what I'm not looking forward to, especially running that combine with no air conditioning in early June to July. That's not going to be fun, at least for me it's not. But, or sorry, not early July, early June. Thankfully, I only got two sections three big sections that are planted for grain, and then the rest of it is all hay. So I'll be over here with the hay bind, cut it all down, get one stand of hay off it, and then go right in with it and plant it for soybeans. Or get ready to plant for soybeans. The hay ground will come off before the grain, because we got to get it before there's a seed head, which even though it will not produce much of seed, it will still die, and it will still more or less harden up to the point where it's straw. And cows don't eat straw, or horses don't eat straw. They use straw to bed. So I'm probably going to look into seeing if my seed guy will buy this barley straw off me, because they sell straw with their stuff. They do wheat during the winter. So I might see if they'll buy the straw from me and sell it with their stuff, and I'll sell the grain and the hay. I can market the hay basically as oats, or it's oat hay. There's not really much of a difference to it, in all honesty, other than what it came off of. And most people are looking for any type of hay at this point. I've heard after this winter and everything, there's been a hay shortage. I certainly had one. I'm down to one bale, and that bale ain't gonna sell because it's stems. That bale is actually about 2 years old now. So yeah, I have no hay. However, luckily, I'm probably going to be expanding my hay production fields. I got one right down the road from me. A guy lets me cut. It's maybe about an acre or two, maybe even 3. It made good hay last year, so hopefully it'll make good hay this year. Also got about 30 to 28 acres of hay ground at the main property. So I was going to use that too. And a guy up, I don't live at the farm. I live away, closer into town, but I got a buddy of mine that lives right up that road from my house that has a couple of fields around his chicken houses that could possibly be good hay ground if they were just kept up. He said he used to bush hog it and all, and he's wanting to get back into his chicken houses. Chicken houses have been sitting around for the past few years. So he's wanting to get in chicken houses, and he told me he'd let me mow the lots around it for hay. You know what? It's not far from the house. Might be a bit of a drive on a tractor, but I mean, what can you do for something that top speed is like 5 miles an hour? Anyway, we're gonna get this barley in the ground, and hopefully today will be the end. I doubt it. But February is next week. This is January 30th. So February is next week. I want to get done before February, just so we can relax for a little bit. I'm probably wanting to take the starter off this tractor right here and get it rebuilt, because I'm having a bit of a starting issue with it. And if you're any of y'all, sorry about that, if any of y'all are familiar with John Deere or any kind of parts, it doesn't even matter if you're buying from an ag company or not, you'll know a starter is worth about $300 brand new, and I don't want to do that. So I'm hoping to get it rebuilt for about $80, which I have that combine. I had it rebuilt, and it cost about that much. So hopefully we get something. We get somewhere with any of it. But I'm really looking forward to being done with planting this stuff, and for it to be ready for hay. I'm really looking forward to the hay, because it can be fun after a while. I may do most of it in square bales, but I also may do a lot of it in round too, because I don't have much square bale storage other than the trailers that I have. And hay storage is kind of just very... I may have a big barn, but that barn can only hold so much. But this year I'm hoping to bring back a surplus and rebuild the hay. Right now I'm planting right in the footprint of my soybeans. The way I'm driving right now is the same way I go when I put in soybeans. Y'all see that sometime later. But I've kind of crossed it up in some of my other fields just to try and differentiate patterns. But this field right here will probably mostly be done in the footprint of the soybean. And I apologize for the dirty window. Alright, we are on to our final pass. Had to stop so I can get my phone out. The final stretch of Barley goes in as I turn around. Aha! There it is. Or I hope that was it. This is why I don't condone planning at night unless you have you have the technology to do it. I.e., get yourself some GPS and hope for the best. Alright, we're gonna stop. We're gonna go back here and look. So we got about maybe 2 or 3 bags left in there. We are done with all 42 acres. Yay! Now all I gotta do is wait for this stuff to come up. I'm gonna get a deal done with CPS as soon as I get some money in, and we will be getting this stuff fertilized as soon as possible. See right there? That's going in the ground. It'll all come up here in about several weeks. I'll get it fertilized. Get it fertilized. Maybe go back out here and kill some more of this grass that's standing out here. Okay guys, so thank y'all for watching. Barley 2020/2019 is done. Like I said, about good 20 to 30% of this will be grain, and then the rest of it's going to wind up being grass. As I said earlier, it's just because I missed the planting window for the majority of it. The rest of it will come up eventually. I'm going to put some fertilize down, 10-20-20, as soon as possible. That way it can carry over from my beans as well. So, with that, I'm going to end today's video. Like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Link to that will be in the description. Y'all know the drill. Y'all have a good evening. And thanks for watching.